we're going to work on a shoulder dislocation. We don't have an IFAC. All we've got is a couple of rags or a shirt, something like that. What you're going to do is we're not going to try to put it back in. We're just going to try to get him out of here as quick as we can. Take your t-shirt, pull it up under here, pull it up tight, and use a safety pin on it. I'm not going to stretch your shirt out, so we're not going to pin it. Now, if you let your arm relax, it'll hold it into place. Alright, now, if you have something you can make a sling out of, alright, cut around your head, let's get your arm in there. Well, what we're going to do is put this on it. Lay your arm down, don't move it. Now, we're going to put this over your head, tuck this back in here. Alright, now, all that's going to do is take the weight off of the shoulder. But what we want to do is immobilize it and keep it as steady as we can. So what we're going to do, raise this arm up, is we're going to tie this in here with a square knot. Not too tight, but just tight enough to give a little pressure. Is that too tight? Doesn't hinder your breathing, anything like that, right? Alright, drop that down. Alright, now stand up. Well, you can't stand up. But this right here is going to keep his shoulder from bouncing around as much right here. Now, you don't want this tight enough to cut off any circulation or anything like that, so take his fingers and check and make sure you got good blood flow, things like that. You can check his pulse, hit the back of his hand, ask him to move his fingers, things like that, to make sure that there's really nothing we can do about it, but it kind of gives us something to tell the hospital when we get him there. That's pretty much it. It's quick, it's simple, and it's effective. There's probably better ways of doing it now. This is old school, but like I said, it is effective. Alright, what we're going to do here, we're going to use a smaller SAM splint. We're going to kind of conform it. We are doing a break in the wrist, or maybe it's cracked, fractured, or just badly sprained. We don't know. So what we're going to do is we are going to conform this to the side of the wrist. Now, when we pick his wrist up, to make this easier on us and him too, is he is going to help us. So we're going to pick this wrist up and keep it. Lay your arm down flat. Don't pick up on it. There you go. We want this to be as real as possible. Now, he's helping hold this right here and support it. I'm going to take this and I'm going to gently slide it under his arms. And I want it to come out to the end of his fingers. Alright, I just want just his nails out, and I'll explain that later. Now, I'm going to form this a little bit more to his hand. Now, on the inside, we're fixing to rotate it. We wouldn't do this on a damaged arm. But what we're going to do is when I'm forming this, I'm coming in and I'm forming it in here. I'm going over the swell of his hand and I'm kind of going into the palm. Alright, now, after you get that done, I want you to hold this right there. I'm going to take this, which we actually need a shorter bandage, but we're having to make do with what we have. And we want to wrap this. Now, you don't pull it too tight, but you want it snug. And the more wraps I put on this snug, the tighter it'll get. Alright. Now, a smaller bandage, I would be done right here. We would just tape it down and be ready to go. But that's what it's going to look like. Now, when we're done, we check his fingernails, make sure he's still got good blood flow. You feel this? Mm-hmm. Okay. We know he's got sensation in his fingers. He's in a little bit of pain, but we can get him out of here now. Thanks for watching.